Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Tuesday night. We are coming to you live from the Shack. It's another edition, day 2 of the Region 1 basketball tournament here at the Shack, and the semifinal round tonight. And we should have 2 great matchups coming your way here on this Tuesday evening. This is our S. Vanderhoff pregame show. I'm Joel Morgan, alongside me, Jacob Tenson. Jacob, last night, a good round of basketball. 4 games yesterday, and I think it was pretty much the higher seed who walked away with victories in day 1 of this tournament here at the Shack.
It was all the higher seeds ended up taking the victories, but we had a couple close games, especially Oak Grove, their game against Northern Cass, 4 versus 5. It went back and forth for a good majority of that game. Oak Grove and able to pull away there at the end and get that 6-point win, setting up this matchup with Enderlin, who they had a close matchup with. So maybe we can get an upset here in this one. We'll have to wait and see, though.
Yeah, Kyle Card's team has gotten better and better each week. That has been one of their big goals. Talking to Coach Calvin Kraft from Enderlin, he said the same thing. He says that this Oak Grove team is a team that has gotten better every week, and their record not something that they're going to be looking at here in this matchup. Our scores from last night in our quarterfinal round here at the Shack. Enderlin got a win over Sargent County, 70-54. It was Oak Grove surviving Northern Cass, 61-55. Kindred, a big one over Hankinson, 71-31. Well, Central Cass, a win over Lisbon, 59-42. 4 teams left in this 2021 edition of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Enderlin playing here against Oak Grove. That is a 1 against a 4 seed in our first semifinal. Our second semifinal game, number 2, Kindred, against number 3, Central Cass. It is semifinal rounds across all regions. You can see Region 2 also on yourliveevent.com. They are already about to get underway. North Border against Thompson. That's a 1 against a 4. Hillsborough Central Valley against Grafton, a 2 against a 3. Over in Region 3, Lytton H&B against Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Oaks will play against Edgeley Cullen Montpelier. That is at the Jamestown Civic Center. Over in Region 4, their semifinals, Langdon Area Edmore Munich against North Star, and then 4 wins who had a big win against Rolette yesterday, 122-121. They'll play Dunseith. Over in Region 5, New Salem Almont against Flasher. Shiloh Christian against Standing Rock. They are playing at Bismarck St. Mary's. Region 6, which is at the Minot State Dome, Bottineau against Drank Adamus. Rugby against Bishop Bryan. Over on Region 7, Beulah against Hazen. Dickinson against Bowman County. That is being played at Dickinson Trinity. While in Region 8, it is Powers Lake against Bowbells. Burke Central. Will White Shield will play Trenton in the other semifinal. So championship rounds will be decided for all 8 regions when all is said and done here tonight. So remember, if you missed any of our broadcasts, they are archived at Your Live Events YouTube page. You can also see our Region 2 coverage at yourliveevent.com. It's our Cess Vanderhoff pregame show. Oak Grove against Enderlin, Region 1 boys basketball semifinals. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll hear from Kyle Card, head coach of the Grovers, here on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back to coverage of the Region 1 basketball tournament on yourliveevent.com. Coach Kyle Card, head coach of the Oak Grove Grovers, with us. Coach, another night opportunity for you guys to play at the Shack with the big game.
Yeah, we're excited to play here. This is a great environment, and the kids are ready to play. We don't seem too nervous yet, but I'm sure they will be. when they get out there. So we'll have to see what happens.
You guys were able to get a bye in the first round. What did you do to use that time?
We got some stuff we worked on, but we did have some injuries, so that helped us get a little recovered. But we're not quite back to full strength. But then we started working on some things for tournament time. We always putting something different in, so we did that.
Obviously, the goal of every team is you want to get better every week with every practice, with every game. And you had said that game one against Valley City that it was to get back to your style of basketball. Do you feel that every week has been better, every game, every practice has been getting you closer to this?
Yeah, I think we have made those steps we need to get to the regional semifinal. Whether or not we win tonight will remain to be seen, but we got better every day. We put a tough schedule together, and we took some lumps along the way, but the kids learned from it, and I think it showed last night and hopefully again tonight.
Enderlin, a very talented team. Obviously, they have their two bigs who make a lot of noise, but guys around them get better. You played them close last time you played them. You weren't on the winning end, but what were takeaways from meeting that last meeting, and what are keys here to make it to a region championship?
Well, I think takeaways is that we can play with them. We'll just have to play a near perfect game. I think talked about the two big guys, but Bartholomew's a great player, and Dixon's does a lot for him. So we have to play pretty almost perfect game, and so we'll see what happens. I think the biggest for us is just relax and go out and we're the underdogs. Go out and have some fun.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Good luck.
All right. Thanks.
That is Kyle Card, head coach of the Oak Grove Grovers, with us on our Cess Vanderhoff pregame show. Region 1 boys basketball tournament coverage here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Grovers, the number 4 seed, 13-8 on the season, 8-3 in the region, taking on the Enderlin Eagles, 18-3 on their season, 10-1 in the region. JT, you heard him say it, is we want to talk about the size of the Hurlberts, 6'8", 6'10". Obviously two very talented players, but Coach Card said it. I think everyone who's played Enderlin this year knows it, is your bigs are only as good as your wing players, and there's some talent up and down the court for Enderlin.
Yeah, it's a whole team effort. You just can't have one or two players have a incredible performance. Northern Cass, that was how their game plan was. Jace Crockett trying to be the star in that one. Just couldn't quite get it all together. Jace Crockett, a terrific player, but obviously need the role players as well. Vanderwall tried stepping in, but for Enderlin, they have their two bigs. They need to get them going, obviously, but also those wing players are going to be the key pieces here in this one tonight.
Yeah, Coach Calvin Kraft and company definitely bring a lot of pieces that need to be guarded, and they're going to have to play a very strong game today. You heard Coach Card say it, a near-perfect performance in the semifinals for the Grovers if they look to advance on to the 2021 Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship, and a shot onto the 2021 State Basketball Tournament, which begins next week. Our S. Vanderhoff pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll step aside. Calvin Kraft will join us next. We'll also talk a little bit more about this Enderlin Eagles team. This is high school boys basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. Welcome back to the Region 1 Basketball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. Calvin Kraft, head coach of the Enderlin Eagles, with us on our pregame show. Coach, another chance to play here in the Shack. Always a fun time.
Absolutely. We're just last time 2 years ago here, we were the 7th seed, lost to Kindred, only played one time, so it feels good to be back on Tuesday.
And there was some guys on your team right now who have gotten a lot of experience. They were part of that team. And how much have you cashed in on that developed equity this year from just all that experience?
Yeah, we're not the oldest team yet, but we're veterans. We're juniors, sophomores, seniors, but we've also been here 3-4 times. Some of these guys are playing actually a little bit of varsity time as 7th graders, so we've seen it all. We got a little bit of nerves out in that first quarter yesterday, and hopefully we have our best 32 minutes in front of us.
You guys were able to get the first round bye, getting that top seed. What did you do with your extra time?
We took Tuesday off, watched the game, the Maple Valley Sargent County game, little watch party at the school there, and then we, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday went hard at it, and then we had a Sunday night practice. So, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary, just a nice day off, ate some Pizza Ranch pizza, and relaxed a little bit, and then, got ready for Sargent County.
And that win against Sargent County, as you mentioned, you said a little bit of a slow start. You guys got back into it. What was working well?
Just making sure we run through our sets a little bit. They kind of came out in a little different zone. It took us a little bit to adjust, but once we did adjust, there were some holes there, and we finally got a little loose and made some shots and started playing our game.
These young players, along with that equity and experience, comes maybe a little bit of you guys having somewhat of a target on your back, being ranked, having the tough schedule you've had this year. How do you take all that?
We played that schedule for a reason. 4 games like yesterday, 4 games like tonight. And we've played everybody's Super Bowl. Everybody's played their, best game. We got clipped a couple times. It probably helped us actually in the long run. And, hopefully that target, that all the experience we had all year pays again tonight. And we've been in moments that we've been nervous, had to get the ball in bounds, had to run a set, had to get a stop. We've done everything we could possibly think of in a season, and at least we've done it one time. So now it's not nothing new. So hopefully we can take all that, and bank it, and hopefully play 32 minutes of good basketball.
Coach Card has his players play hard. They've gotten better. Their record, I don't think, indicates how much better they've improved. They played you tough last time you met. What do you expect out of the Grovers? What are the keys to move on to a region championship?
They play hard. They play fast. We got to get back in transition. We gave up 11 threes last time we played them, and they made 4 last night. But that's always on the table. If you don't guard the 3, it's going to go up, and sometimes it goes in. And so we have to be better there. And obviously, they come and trap or kind of mix it up or, dig from the top. Wherever they're going to come from, we just have to take advantage of where the mismatch is and find the open guy and not turn the ball over. Give them one shot, not turn it over, and, avoid charges. They take charges really well. So hopefully stay out of the foul trouble area there and be smart.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time here. Good luck.
Hey, thanks.
Calvin Kraft, head coach of the Enderlin Eagles, with us on our S. Vanderhoff pregame show. The Eagles getting ready to play the Oak Grove Grovers tonight. A trip on to the Region 1 basketball tournament championship game, which would in turn become a trip on to the state tournament, is on the line here in this first semifinal matchup. About 20 minutes after this one, Kindred and Central Cass, which will be a 2 seed against a 3 seed. You can see that game as well right here on yourliveevent.com. Jacob Tenson with me on this broadcast to talk about this last time these teams met, February 19th, less than a month ago. Oak Grove on the losing end of that game at home, 73-69. But you heard Coach Card say it, and I think it goes for both sides, is Oak Grove knows they can play with Enderlin. Enderlin knows the same thing about Oak Grove.
Absolutely. You see Oak Grove with a 12-8 record. It doesn't seem to pop out on any stat sheet anywhere. Not a great record, but they did play with them, so they have the key to success against this Enderlin team. They just didn't quite get over the hump getting that victory, but they did play with them, only that 4-point loss or whatever. So they know what the key to being in a game with Enderlin is. They just have to see if they can get over that hump and get the victory here tonight.
And 11 threes for the Grovers in that loss to Enderlin when they played near the end of the regular season. So you always want to play those tough games near the end, especially tough teams that are in your region, that are in your section, that are in your district, because you know that somewhere down the line you're going to see them. And I think that was very advantageous for Oak Grove to have Enderlin so late in the season to know where they lie.
Absolutely. Like you said, down the stretch, that's when you want to be playing your best ball. It's when you want to play the best competition to see where you're at. And then you can go off that, see if you need to make adjustments, or if you keep doing what you're doing well, and if that works, then you keep going with it.
This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Semifinals. Enderlin against Oak Grove here tonight. This will do it for our S. Vanderhoff pregame show. We'll come back. We'll meet your starting lineups. We'll get tip-off. It is Region 1 Boys Basketball on yourliveevent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
If you are looking to update your home, stop in and talk with the crew at Castleton Lumber. They have everything you'll need to get the look you'll love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. Building new or adding on, Castleton Lumber can help with that too. They'll draft up the plans and help you choose the right products and features to make your house a home you and your family will enjoy for years to come. Stop in to Castleton Lumber today or call 701-347-4471.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Welcome back to the Shack in Fargo. Region 1 boys basketball semifinals. Oak Grove against Enderlin. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson along with me on the call. Let's meet our starting lineups, and we'll start with the Grovers, the number 4 seed in this tournament. It will be a 5'11 junior, number 10, Trayvon Rodriguez, a 5'11 senior, number 20, Mason Martinson. He has a 5'9 senior, number 22, Connor Ashe, a 5'11 junior, number 24, Cody Card, and a 6'4 senior, number 42, Noah Swenson. Rodriguez, Martinson, Ashe, Card, and Swenson for the Grovers. 13-8 overall this season, 8-3 in the region. They were the number 4 seed, received a first-round bye before their win against Northern Cass yesterday, 61-55. They are coached by head coach Kyle Card. The Enderlin Eagles, the number 3 team overall in the state and the number 1 team in Region 1. Their lineup will look like this. It's a 6-foot senior, number 0, Dawson Lemna, a 6'8 junior, number 10, Gus Hurlbert, a 5'10 junior, number 18, Elijah Dixon, a 6'6 sophomore, number 20, Carson Bartholome, and a 6'1 junior, number 23, Joel Hurlbert. Lemna, Hurlbert, Dixon, Bartholome, and Hurlbert for the Enderlin Eagles, 18-3 overall, 10-1 in the region. The number 1 seed, number 3 team in the state. They are coached by head coach Calvin Kraft. 8 minutes will go up on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard as we are just about set to go for this semifinal matchup. Again, our next semifinal game, 20 minutes after this one wraps up, will feature Kindred and Central Cass. That is a 2 seed against the 3 seed. Looking at how the rankings have shaped up here in the season, the final poll had Grafton as the number 2 team. Well, Grafton, they're playing in their semifinals in Region 2 against Hillsboro, which we have for you at yourliveevent.com. Actually, call them Montpelier, the number 4 seed. Well, they are playing in their semifinal in Region 3. Four Winds Minnewacan, the number 1 team. They are playing in their semifinal in Region 4. Region 5, their semifinals, New Salem Almont, Flasher, Shiloh Christian, and Standing Rock. There is no ranked teams in there. But if you continue to go down the line of the semifinals in regional play here in the postseason, you're seeing a lot of these top 10 teams participating in these tournaments. Some of them 2 top-ranked teams playing in a pair of semifinals. So polls, you take them for what they're worth, but really showing their strength here as we come into the postseason. Noah Swenson for Oak Grove will take the tip against Hurlburt for Enderlin, and the tip is won back into the hands of Dixon, and we're underway. It is the Eagles with the basketball. Dixon tries to drive the lane, bumped at the elbow, ball is taken away. It is Martinson, a feed to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will stop at the elbow, and the ball is set in motion. Oak Grove lost by 4 points just less than a month ago against this Enderlin team at home. Rodriguez with the basketball between the circles. He is guarded by Lemna. Will feed it off to Connor Ashe. And there's going to be a lot of patience for the Grovers. They are looking for that key mismatch right now.
Absolutely. And the game last week, they settled for three-point shots quite a bit like they did right there, but made a couple of them early in the first quarter. Ashe had 2 in that first quarter. The last one lines up 1 right here.
Ashe dials up the 3 as we speak. Connor Ashe will hit the 3, and Oak Grove is on the scoreboard. 3-0 their lead on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard. 11 threes last time these two teams met. They can hit it from long range. Enderlin looking to get on the scoreboard. Lemna drives, kicks it to the corner, finds Hurlburt. Jay Hurlburt for 3. And we are tied up as teams will trade threes back and forth. Here comes the Grovers. Trip to the Region 1 championship game on the line here tonight at the Shack. Ashe drives, stops at the elbow, back to Card beyond the arc. To the top of the key, Swenson drives, feeds to Card, held up on the post to Swenson. 17 on the shot clock. Swenson over Hurlburt will miss the shot. Rodriguez gets the rebound, did not hit iron. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Ball deep to Card, who will come back near half court. He'll call the play. JT, not a lot of time for a play. They're going to need a hustle up here as it comes to Swenson. Hesitation, shoots, shot clock violation.
And you don't see that a whole lot or very often with this Oak Grove team. They do go deep into the shot clock, but they know when to get the shots up. But with that height there, Swenson just having to pump on Hurlburt to get him to jump, hopefully. But Hurlburt staying home and being smart and just putting his long arms up.
Ball fed to Lemna, goes for 3, will miss. Rebound Swenson. That was a nice drive by Enderlin from baseline to baseline, just unable to turn it into points as Swenson drives to the basket, off the iron, rebound brought down by Joel Hurlburt. He averages 19 of those per game as he comes to drive in the lane, kicks it to the short left corner, jumper airballed by Gus Hurlburt. Put back attempt though, good for Carson Bartholome, and Enderlin takes the lead 5-3 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. 2 different tempos of play as a shot, short right corner. That one comes in and out for Card. Rebound to Enderlin. It seems like Oak Grove is just really, really slowing down this tempo right now.
Yeah, that's their strength. They like to slow it down. They can run if they want to with those 4 guards on the floor, but their strength is settling it down as Gus Hurlburt gets 2 to go there.
Hurlburt gets his first 2 of the game, and that will make it a 7-3, 4-point lead for Enderlin. 3, top of the key, good for Swenson, and they will answer right back. Swenson dials up the 3, and it is a 7-6 game. Feed inside to Hurlburt, spins off the glass, misses the shot, rebound right into the hands of Rodriguez. Here comes the Grovers. Rodriguez drives, and the bucket's in. And 8-7 the lead. And Dixon will go to the sideline. He took an elbow from Rodriguez unintentionally. It wasn't an intentional play. I'm surprised there was no foul call. But Dixon goes right to the trainer. He knew. He knew right away he had to exit the game, so he will step out of the game. Danzig Parsons will step in.
And clearly frustrated about that, too. He got that elbow. I mean, that never is going to feel good, but a nice move, though, nonetheless, by Rodriguez. That was an unintentional elbow. That's why the refs let him play. But going back now to the locker room to get that fixed up is Dixon.
Shot will miss for Parsons. Rebound put back, that will miss. Swenson gets the rebound. Grovers with the lead, 8-7 on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Dixon to drive, right elbow shot, misses. Rebound will go to Hurlburt. Hurlburt from the right wing in the lane, and he goes up and he's going to draw a foul. That will come against Cody Card. Card's first, team's first.
You see Joel Hurlburt going behind the back there on that the penetration there into the rim, but you don't see that very often from a guy who's 6'10" in high school basketball.
Yeah, he really can go hard to the hole if you need him to. He can really penetrate, can really move, and that's what makes these two bigs so talented. As he hits the first free throw, his 4 points of the game. We are tied for the first time. It is 8-8. Excuse me, tied for the second time. We are tied at 3. Now we are tied at 8. Second free throw upcoming for the tiebreaker, and he'll hit it. Hurlburt has 5, 9-8. Lead for the Enderlin Eagles on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. And a scrum for the ball. We'll get a held ball. It will go to the Grovers. Coach Whale making his way into the arena. Kindred on their way in. They'll play Central Cass in our next semifinal. We'll have that for you here 20 minutes after this one wraps up on yourliveevent.com, your home for Region 1 basketball championship game coming up Thursday as well. If you miss them, they're archived on our website as a miscue from the Grovers. Martinson was driving in, wanted to go back to Rodriguez, and that got by Rodriguez and out of bounds. It's Enderlin's basketball.
And that's something you can't do when you're playing a team like Enderlin. You can't have those careless mistakes. It's going to, especially if Enderlin can score on this possession, it's going to be a big swing of events right here.
Here comes a 3 left side. That is off the mark for Gus Hurlburt. Rebound grabbed at the baseline by Cody Card. Card will come to Rodriguez, the junior guard. To the left side, Swenson. Swenson head fake drive, spin, shoot shot blocked by Hurlburt. Grabbed by the Grovers. They'll keep control of the basketball. 3 on the way and in. A 3 for Connor Ashe. His second made field goal, which was also a 3. 11-9, 2-point lead for the Grovers. And the ball will come out of bounds. It was turned over behind the back of Ashe, and Ashe was so guarded on Bartholomew, he had a chance to pick up that ball. He didn't even know. He was so concerned about his man.
And you saw the whole bench there yelling to tell him that to turn around and get the ball.
Good inbound move by Bartholomew. Not a whole lot happening. Put it off the back of Connor Ashe, but couldn't finish the shot. You can see Card kind of telling his teammates, hey, let's be a little bit sharper on these last 2 plays for Enderlin as the inbound comes to Lemna. Up for 2. Will miss. Hurlburt the rebound. Feeds to Bartholomew. And Bartholomew hits his 4th. 11-11. We are tied for the 3rd time. 11 our score here on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard. 3 to go first quarter. What is a quick first quarter as another 3 is in for Ashe. Back-to-back threes for Connor Ashe. 14-11. Oak Grove regains the lead.
And we talked in the pregame show where Enderlin's wings, their other key players, or the players not named Hurlburt, need to step up. But now it's Oak Grove's players, their wing players. Ashe, three-pointers already here in this one, coming up big for Oak Grove.
And there's going to be a foul called against the Grovers. That will be Connor Ashe, his first team second non-shooting foul. Carson Bartholomew at the baseline, skips it to the corner, finds Hurlburt for 3, off the iron, rebound two-handed by Josiah Dietz, and Dietz will turn it over at midcourt. Swenson turns it over midcourt, and we're going to see a foul against the Grovers. Foul will go against Josiah Dietz. Dietz's first, team's third. That's something you don't want to do against Enderlin. I know there's still a lot of fouls left to give, but you do not want to find yourself in foul trouble against Enderlin.
And Dixon made his way back out on the court, so he got his lip fixed. Probably was bleeding a little bit.
And a 3 is hit by Hurlburt, and we are tied again. Was waiting for the official. I didn't see his signal if it was a 3 or a 2, and that will tie it up for the 4th time. Rodriguez at the other end. Jumper misses. Rebound Dietz turns to shoot. Blocked by Bartholomew. And it's Enderlin's basketball. The Eagles and the Grovers tied at 14 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Region 1 basketball coverage here on yourliveevent.com. And a feed comes to Hurlburt off the glass and in. Joe Hurlburt will tag on 2 more. He has 7 in the game. 16-14 lead for the Grovers. Largest lead we've seen in this game has been 4 as Dixon will steal the ball and get away from Rodriguez, and a heads-up call by Calvin Kraft. Kraft will take a timeout. 16-14, Enderlin leads Oak Grove. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. It is high school boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Minnesota will be holding their annual bull and female sale March 27th at 1:30 p.m. To request your catalog today, go to www.dakitchfarm.com. That is DAKITCH farms.com. 53 yearling Angus and Polled Hereford bulls, along with 1 elite Hereford herd sire and 6 open fancy Angus heifer calves.
With 62 years of experience, the annual Dakitch Farms Bull and Female Sale, March 27th, 1:30 p.m. Go online, dakitchfarms.com.
16-14, Enderlin leads Oak Grove. Region 1 boys basketball semifinals on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with you, our first of two tonight. Winner of this game will play the winner of our next one for a shot to state Thursday. Feed inside to Hurlburt, spins away, misses the layup. He had open space. Joe Hurlburt couldn't bury it. Rodriguez brings the ball up court for the Grovers. 4 ties this first quarter alone. And we have seen the largest lead between teams at 4. That was for Enderlin. So it's been that kind of game as Dietz gets the pass and buries it. Josiah Dietz puts in 2 off the bench. 16-16, and it is another tie. 5 ties in this quarter.
Yeah, Josiah Dietz comes off the bench, but he always comes out shooting confidently. Had 7 points in the ball game last night off the bench.
Lemna fed inside to Hurlburt. Hurlburt couldn't put it in, and the ball will come out of bounds. Inbound comes for the Grovers. Brought up court by Swenson. Swenson will come to Martinson on the near wing. Moves over to the right side. Baining is into the game for the Grovers. Feed to the corner, Martinson. Martinson trying to get free off Dixon on a dribble. Swenson drives, layup good. Noah Swenson has 5. And the Grovers break the tie in their favor, 18-16, 30 seconds left to go. Gus Hurlburt with the ball on the block, looks for help. Will come to Joe Hurlburt, who comes near the sideline in the hands of Dixon. Shot clock is off, 22 left in the quarter. Feed to Hurlburt. Gus Hurlburt gets his 7th. And 18-18, surprise, JT, another tie here with just over 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard.
Yeah, just back and forth we go. You gotta love this type of basketball, though. Here it's March. You gotta love it.
Oak Grove wants final shot. Dixon will steal it, takes the half-court heave, and it will miss as quarter number 1 is in the books. We have played 1 complete quarter on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. It is Oak Grove 18, Enderlin 18. You're watching Region 1 basketball on yourliveevent.com.
With fiber fast internet from ReadyTech, you can work, play, chat, explore at the speed of light. Fiber technology delivers massive data to your home through strands of glass. HD video streams with no buffering. Websites load instantly. And games never lag, no matter how many devices are connected. Experience the speed of light with fiber internet. Call or click ReadyTech Fiber today.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
And 8 minutes comes back up on a Patriot Fuel scoreboard. 1 complete quarter of play. Region 1 semifinals, Enderlin 18, Oak Grove 18, and the inbound was stolen away. Ian Saunders took away the inbound, and we're going to get a held ball that goes to the Enderlin Eagles.
Looks like it's actually going to go to Oak Grove.
Now the Grovers actually will get it. Scott Bainey will inbound the basketball. He'll bring it up court on the right wing, guarded by Hurlburt. Will feed to the wing side. Saunders drives, kicks to the corner, finds Martinson to the elbow. Swenson's shot will come over the backboard. I'm surprised they kept it in bounds as the rebound was controlled by Dietz. Tried to underhand a pass to his teammate, but it's knocked away. Dixon on the near wing. Dixon to the baskets is knocked to the ground, loses it out of bounds. He looked at the official. He wanted a foul call, and he split the defense. I couldn't see what the contact was made there, but a tough call to make from up here at least.
It just went so quick, you couldn't really see what happened. I don't know if he tripped over his own feet or if someone else tripped him, but the refs just let him play there on that one.
Bainey inbound or airballs a shot. Saunders picks it up, comes to Swenson up for 3. This is off the iron. Rebound Bartholomew. He'll come up court for the Eagles. Bartholomew to the bucket around Swenson, knocked down, no foul. Rebound into the hands of Swenson. Swenson up court to Saunders. Saunders on the wing will feed into the hands of Martinson, guarded by Dixon, is able to find Swenson, 24 on the shot clock, 3 off the iron, rebound, Gus Hurlburt. He will come to Joe, and the Eagles will move the ball up court. We are tied 18-all, just over a minute into our second quarter. This is, I feel like an eternity to not see any scoring on either side as we say it. Joe Hurlburt gets his 9th point of the game. 2018 tiebreaker goes to the Enderlin Eagles. We had 6 tiebreakers in our first quarter as a jumper off the iron will miss for Saunders. Rebound Bartholomew brought up court by Dixon. Dixon from the post up to shoot, denied by Swenson. Hurlburt the rebound. It is Gus to Joe, will miss off the backboard. And ball is going to stay in bounds. It's going to be a foul call, and I believe it will be against the Grovers. Foul will come against Josiah Dietz. Dietz is second, team's 4th. Cody Card will come back into the game. Connor Ashe also back out on the court for the Grovers. Ashe opened up scoring with a 3. Ashe 9 points in that first quarter, all coming from long range. Joel Hurlburt from the corner, up for the shot. That is good! Drains the 3, gets his 12th point of the game. 23-18, 5 points for Enderlin, largest lead we've seen, and then Oak Grove will answer back at the other end.
Going back to that Hurlburt 3, man was in his face too, just rises up, 6'10", easy release, nothing but net. Just so pure there from the big man.
Dixon drives, and he will draw a foul. It will come against Noah Swenson. Swenson's first, team's 5th. So a shooting foul, Elijah Dixon to the line. He has not registered a point this game, had 10 in their win against Sargent County, averaging just over 7 a contest. The junior's first free throw on the way. That is off the iron. 5:55 left to play in this first half. It was a 4-point meeting between these two teams, and JT, it's shaping up that this is the end we might see here as the second free throw. That is good for Dixon. 24-20, Enderlin a 4-point lead on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard.
Yeah, it's at 4, just like what the final was in their last meeting, but it's been going back and forth to this point, so I won't be surprised to see 2 points here for the Grovers.
Card drives off the backboard. Bartholomew, the rebound, will feed to Joe Hurlburt. Joe Hurlburt between the circles looks for help. Will put it into the hands of Bartholomew to Gus Hurlburt. Hurlburt tries to feed down low, knocked away, denied by Swenson. Ball is picked up by Saunders, and the Grovers will come up court down by 4. No one was guarding Martinson to the bucket for the layup. Just a breakdown by the Enderlin defense. They had no idea where Martinson was on the court. He makes them pay. It's a 2-point game, 24-22.
Yeah, a great cut by Martinson. He actually faked like he was going to go back out to the wing, then went right back in and lost his defender.
Hurlburt will miss the shot. Rebound to the Grovers. They trail by a pair. Shot for Card. His first points of the game comes at a big moment because we are tied again. It is 24-24. 4:53 left to play in the first half. We'll step aside. It is Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. gjrangus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
Welcome back to Region 1 basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with me, and in what has been a good first game so far. 6 ties in the game, make that 7 ties in the game. That is Enderlin 24, Oak Grove 24, a 4 seed against a 1 seed. Also Enderlin, number 3 team in the state. 4:53 left to play in the first half, and it just seemed like Enderlin was going to start going on a run, and Grover shut them down, and they went on a bit of a run of their own.
Yeah, I got up 4, thought maybe that'd be the time they start pulling away, but coming right back were the Grovers with two straight buckets. Get it back tied once again here, just like we've said so far in this broadcast, back and forth, and I expect that throughout the rest of the game here from both of these teams.
Bartholomew will inbound to Dixon. Dixon guarded by Rodriguez. Those two have quietly had some big matchups between each other, one-on-one matchups so far this game. It's been exciting to watch as Hurlburt, Joel will feed to Gus. Back into the corner to Joe Hurlburt, 17 on the shot clock. Gus Hurlburt to the rim. Hook shot, that is good. 9 for Gus Hurlburt. Tiebreaker goes to the Eagles, 26-24 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. 4:25 in counting to go in the second quarter. Rodriguez drives, tries to kick it to the corner, two-handed by Gus Hurlburt. That wasn't exactly the prettiest defensive play in the sense of finesse, but just threw out two hands and put it out of bounds.
I mean, when you have those long arms, you can just throw them wherever. They're likely going to hit the ball some way.
Yeah, he just threw him right out there and didn't have to sidestep or anything. 17 seconds on the shot clock for the Grovers. Ball in the hands of Martinson. Drives now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds an open shooter in Ashe. Deep three off the iron, and Bartholome misplayed the rebound. I think he was thinking 2 steps ahead as who he was going to feed that to, but you got to get the ball first. 35-second brand new shot clock for the Grovers. Inbound pass lob to Swenson on the wing. Will come to Rodriguez. Squares up for a 3 off the iron. Rebound Bartholome. Two-handed it this time as he comes to Joe Hurlburt. Under 4 to play in this half. Enderlin leads by 2. 26-24 and a miscue. Dixon fed to the corner. Parsons had it come off his hands. He was just moving in position. You can see the frustration there as it's Oak Grove's basketball. Mason Martinson, the senior, averaging just under 11 a game, has 2 on the game, or 2 in this contest. Has every point big for Oak Grove. Rodriguez comes to shoot, knocked down as the block shot comes from Parsons. No foul call. These officials, to their credit, JT, have let these two teams play when it's come to driving in the lane.
And that's what you want. It's not. This game isn't about the refs. It's about the two teams here. You want them to play to their strengths, play through the whistle, and hopefully not have that many whistles called.
Martinson inbounds to Ashe, comes to Rodriguez, contested 3. That's off the iron. Rebound, Joe Hurlburt. Here comes the Eagles, leading by a pair. Under 3.5 to play, what has been a fast first half. These teams have gone up and down the court. Hurlburt drives the lane, off the iron for Gus. Rebound, Swenson will go into the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez from between the circles. Gets off a screen from Swenson. Stops at the elbow. Comes back to Swenson. Up for 3. That's off the heel of the basket. Looked like it was going to recover and go through. Bartholome gets the rebound. Comes to Elijah Dixon. Largest lead we've seen in the game has been 5. It was 23-18 for Enderlin here in this quarter when we thought they were going to go on a big run. Bartholome on the block. Comes to the corner. Shot off the iron for Parsons. Rebound in the lane. Picked up by Martinson. Martinson handles for the Grovers. They trail by a pair. Ball handled by Ashe to Swenson. Guarded by Hurlburt. Swenson to the basket. Will hand it off as driving to the baseline was Ashe. Not a lot happening for Ashe. Will come back to Swenson. 15 on the shot clock. Here comes Ashe for 3. That is off the mark. His shooting's gone cold. He had 3 threes in the first quarter. As the rebound now to Enderlin. Approaching the 2-minute mark left in the second quarter. 7 ties in this first half. We have not been tied for a stretch. On top of that, JT, we haven't seen a lot of scoring for a stretch, which is uncharacteristic to how this game is shaped up. Hurlburt for 2 will miss. Rodriguez the rebound.
I was going to say, we've gone on a little bit of a stretch here with no scoring, and we had a while there was just back and forth and back and forth.
3 is in for Connor Ashe. He must have heard us up here. That is his 4th 3 of the contest. Oak Grove back on top, 27-26. Minute 50 to go in the first half on our Patriot Field scoreboard. Thanks for joining us. Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. A turnover as it comes to Ashe. Ashe the steal, the layup. Ashe scores 5 straight, and the Grovers take a 3-point lead, 29-26.
What a first half from the senior, not known for his scoring, but getting it done here in the first half.
Hurlburt top of the key. Joe Hurlburt will look inside. Nothing happening. Will feed back to Parsons. Bounce pass inside to Joe Hurlburt to the basket. In and out rebound. Two-handed by Swenson. Grovers are feeling it right now. I tell you, as Ashe has the ball, and he's going to draw a foul. Isaac Parsons will be called for his first, and believe it or not, that is the first foul that is going to be called for Enderlin. We've gone this long, almost an entire first half, without a called foul against the Eagles.
And Hurlburt very frustrated with himself after that one. He was going to ask for a sub, then he thought otherwise of it. Went to his coach, but then he was like, no, I'm good.
Dawson Lemna did check into the game for the Eagles. 1:11 left in the first half. Oak Grove by 3. Inbound comes to Martinson. Martinson off a screen. Deep 3! Good, my goodness! All the way from downtown Fargo, 32-26. Oak Grove, their largest lead of the game, the largest between either team. It's a 6-point advantage. Enderlin feeling the pressure. Bartholome drives, kicks to Gus Hurlburt. He goes for 3, will miss. Rebound into the hands of Saunders. Saunders up to Swenson. Swenson, open shooter, and Martinson, another 3. That one looked like it was going to correct itself. It didn't. Swenson the rebound. Swenson kicks beyond the arc. Here comes another 3. That one off the iron into the hands of Bartholome.
a lot of three-pointers being put up by Oak Grove, but that's also a reason as to why they hold this lead. They've been making a bunch of them, but they've been shooting a ton of threes here in this one.
Yeah, we'll get you our first half stats and our post-game report, which comes your way in about 17 seconds. 32-26, Enderlin trailing Oak Grove here in the Region 1 semifinals. 3, top of the key is in for Lemna. Enderlin. Eagles needed that, I'll tell you right now, as it's 32-29. Rodriguez deep. Oh, he hits it!
Oh, no, he didn't.
It was the halftime heave. Rodriguez hits it and goes right to the locker room. Oak Grove 35-29 lead against the Enderlin Eagles. First half stats next on YourLiveEvent.com.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. Then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm gonna be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
There are more than 3.5 million people who work as truck drivers, according to the United States Census Bureau. From the transportation of ag commodities to help feed the world to packages that arrive at our door, and fuel to keep us on the go and warm in our homes. Patriot Fuels is proud to serve these hardworking men and women across North Dakota with clean facilities, great prices, and a friendly staff. Patriot Fuels in Alexander with easy in and out, hot showers, #1 diesel, and fresh food. Milner with hot food options including Cooper's Chicken and Wingman Pizza. Also located in Carrington, Devils Lake, Linton, and Lisbon. Patriot Fuels wishing everyone safe travels.
We're at the half, Region 1 semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. Trayvon Rodriguez had the half-court heave before the half to hit a big three, and that has put Oak Grove up 35-29 against the Enderlin Eagles, #4 seed against the #1 seed for a trip onto the region championship on the line here tonight. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with me. 7 ties in that first half. It was back and forth basketball. It's like these two teams are finishing up where they left off over a month ago when they played in the regular season.
Yeah, what an exciting game it's been to this point. It's what you want when you see playoff basketball, and yeah, it's been going back and forth. You called it before we started our broadcast. It said this might be the game of the night, and it's looking like it right now.
Oak Grove has found an answer for everything Enderlin has thrown at them. The Eagles were led at the first quarter was tied at 18. Enderlin then all of a sudden got their lead up to 5 quick. They scored 5 quick points right out of the gate to start the second quarter. Oak Grove was able to come back and tied it twice more and then have taken the lead. And they have had the largest lead between either team at 6 where we stand here right now. Some numbers in the first half. It would be no surprise to anyone if I told you Oak Grove made 7 threes in that first half. Last meeting between these two teams, Oak Grove hit 11. They're well on pace to hit that going into the second half, but I think, JT, the biggest one, Trayvon Rodriguez's one before the half, because it just kept momentum. Now, obviously, they're going to have to respond coming out for the third quarter, but it's really put momentum solely on the shoulders of Oak Grove.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you saw the bench just storm him almost like he made a game winner. I mean, it could potentially be a very big momentum shift. I mean, they did have the win, they're up right now at the half, like you said, but just that shot is going to give them all sorts of momentum, or at least it should, I would expect, coming into the second half.
Something that has been a hallmark of Oak Grove's season has been their ability to get contributions up and down their lineup. Connor Ashe, 14 points, well above his average of 6 a game. The senior hitting 3 threes in the first quarter, 4 in the first half. He has 14 points, and then it's 5 for Rodriguez, Martinson, and Swenson. Cody Carr, Josiah Dietz with 2 apiece. For Enderlin, they haven't done bad from long range. They've hit 3 threes. They've also gone to the free throw line. Not a lot of fouls in that first half, but the 2 free throws were made. They made 4 free throws. They're 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Dixon and Hurlburt have both gone to the free throw line. It is Joe Hurlburt, 12 points. He is his team's lead scorer. Gus Hurlburt with 9, 4 for Carson Bartholome. Dawson Lemno with 3. Elijah Dixon with a point. 1 foul called in the first half for Enderlin. Danzig Parsons was called for a foul with about a minute left to play in the first half. Oak Grove sitting on 5 fouls in that first half. Josiah Dietz, one of their key bench players, with 2. Otherwise, the next 3 are distributed evenly amongst 3 players. 29-35. Oak Grove leads Enderlin on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard here at the half. The Region 1 basketball semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. Look over at scores we have from Region 2, North Border, with a lead against Thompson, 32-16. That is in the semifinals. Also could be watched on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll step aside. We are back with more basketball. It is Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, my name is Shane Azure. I'm the superintendent of Northwood Public School. We realized that education the last 45 days of school was going to look a little bit differently.
Superintendents in our service area started calling and saying, okay, we're going to an online-based learning system and we have students that don't have internet access. What can we do to connect them?
They were here within a day or 2 to make sure that our parents and our students were connected.
This was just a small piece that we could do to try and bring some structure back to not only their teachers and schools, but some of their classmates as well.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake.
You can pull a great career together right out of the air at Lake Region State College. Our Wind Energy Technology program offers 1- and 2-year courses training wind energy technicians. Be a part of this growing eco-friendly industry. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Patriot Fuel scoreboard at the half. Region 1 semifinals. Oak Grove 35, Enderlin 29. Coming up almost immediately after this one. Kindred against Central Cass, a 2-seed against a 3-seed. Winning teams will play 7 o'clock Thursday here at the Shack. We'll have that for you on YourLiveEvent.com. 35-29, again, is our score at the half in favor of Oak Grove. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter. That is Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need an expert who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
We are back at the Shack. Joe Morgan, Jacob Tenson with you on this Tuesday night. It is Region 1 basketball coverage. 35-29. Oak Grove leading Enderlin. Lemna, Hurlburt, Dixon, Bartholomew, and Hurlburt. Starting five will come back out for the Enderlin Eagles. Rodriguez, Martinson, Ashe, Card, Swenson. Starting five for the Oak Grove Grovers will be Enderlin's basketball to begin the half. Carson Bartholomew, the 6'6 sophomore, will stand on the far sideline to trigger this one back in play. Oak Grove 13-8 on this season. Enderlin 18-3. Inbound comes to Dixon. Dixon took an elbow to the face from Rodriguez, unintentional foul, or wasn't called a foul that game, and is kind of settling himself back in the game as the feed comes to Gus Hurlburt, misses the layup, rebound Cody Card. Card will come to the left side to Ashe. Ashe's three off the iron. Dixon the rebound. Dixon will turn and bring the ball up court. Dixon from between the circles will lose the ball, recovers it near sideline. Bounce pass into the hands of Lemna. Lemna drives, throws to Bartholomew in the corner, but it's out of bounds off the hands of Connor Ashe.
So Gus Hurlburt missed that layup on their last possession. Joe Hurlburt has missed two layups that you would normally expect him to make. If you add those three layups in, then we get a tie ball game right now.
Joe Hurlburt misses the three, rebound Rodriguez, and those are the little things that Coach Kraft was talking about in the pregame. Is you can't give Oak Grove easy points, but he said more importantly is we can't miss those scoring opportunities, and there's just strung together some missed chances right now for Enderlin. I think you're right. You tack on maybe two more percentage points, and we have a different looking game. It's only a 6-point game right now, as driving is Card. Fadeaway shot by Hurlburt. Good. Nothing but net for Card, his fourth of the game. He'll open up second half scoring. It is 29-37 advantage for the Grovers.
Doesn't seem to matter what they put up. It's going to go down. They're just on a hot streak going in here, and a big block there from Swenson on Hurlburt.
Swenson blocks Gus Hurlburt. Here comes the Grovers trying to turn that into points. That is something they've done well. Has a three from the corner in for Connor Ashe. My goodness, the senior having himself a big game, 17 points, and it's an 11-point lead for the Grovers, 40-29 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. As Cody Card will force the ball out of bounds off the hands of Joe Hurlburt.
Yeah, Connor Ashe, what a night from him. He doesn't want to go home. He's a senior. He wants to keep his season going.
Inbound comes to the top of the key. Joe Hurlburt will come to Dixon. He drives, feeds to Gus Hurlburt, who drains it in with the dunk. 40-31.
What about the dish from Dixon, though? A great dish by him.
Hurlburt puts it in. That ends a long scoring drought for the Enderlin Eagles. In fact, it has been 12 straight points scored by the Grovers. Oak Grove's lead at 9. Rodriguez came in to drive. No one was there. The ball will go out of bounds. Far sideline, Carson Bartholomew will trigger inbounds to Dustin Lemna. Lemna up courts, comes across the timeline, will feed to Dixon. Dixon up for three. That is in and out. Rebound comes to Swenson. Swenson to Card on the wing. Card thought about the three, thought about it again. Will come to Swenson. Everyone's got the hot hand right now, JT. Everyone wants to be a shooter.
I was going to say, he's feeling it. Everybody's really feeling it, so he thought, maybe I should shoot him. And he's like, well, maybe not.
Rodriguez drives, puts it up, will get it off the backboard into the hands of Bartholomew, up to Lemna. Enderlin down by 9 with the basketball approaching 5 to play third quarter in the region semifinals. Lemna closed in close in the corner from Ashe. Will come to Bartholomew. Bartholomew for three off the iron. Rebound Rodriguez. He had to come to a stop. That one was going to come off his fingertips. He has to stop and feeds to Card. Card the drive. Layup off the iron. Rebound Dixon. Dixon on the near lane. Dixon shovels it back over to Joe Hurlburt for three off the iron. Rebound. Gus Hurlburt will lose it at the baseline, and it is Oak Grove's basketball. I will say this, the Grovers, have cooled it off a little bit offensively, but they are benefiting right now from Enderlin's misfortune. They've had some clear shots that some of them have gone as close as you can without going through the cylinder right now.
Yeah, just rattling in and out. You can't do much of that. Your shooting touch is right there, just off by just mere centimeters, so just unfortunate for Enderlin. But Oak Grove, yeah, they're taking advantage of it.
Swenson drives, hits it off the backboard, and Joe Hurlburt will come to the baseline. I think he either caught the shoulder or the hand of Swenson when he went up to the backboard. Danzig Parsons will come into the game, and he will have to replace Joe Hurlburt. Danzig Parsons a good size. He's at 6'4". Joe Hurlburt, though, will come out. He's at 6'10".
I was just going to say, obviously you don't want to see injuries, and that's a big loss for Enderlin. I'm sure he'll tough it out here, just has to get himself resituated, and we'll probably see him here later in the ballgame.
Under 4.5 to go in our third quarter. Region 1 semifinals, Kindred, Central Cass, those players getting ready to get out on the court. We have a full quarter left after this, 4:20 left in this quarter, but for those Central Cass and Kindred players, it might as well be an eternity as Lemna drives. Nice job by Dawson Lemna over the defense. He gets his 5th point of the game. It is 40-33. Enderlin starting to find some offense. Oak Grove trying to get some more separation. Card misses the hook shot. Lemna the rebound. Excuse me, that was Parsons with the rebound, and it is the Eagles basketball. Dixon, nice drive, layup in, and those are the shots that weren't landing for Enderlin. They're hitting them now as they pull within 5, 40-35. 3:47 to go in the third quarter on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard, and Oak Grove needs to find another level right now. Swenson moves towards the left wing, shovel pass to Card, and a layup for Cody Card. How about that?
That is pretty basketball right there. What do you want to do? Picking up his dribble, pumping it to him once, and then smartly cutting was Cody Card, and a beautiful pass there from Swenson to set it up.
Bartholomew to the rim, misses the layup. Card will get the ball in transition. Fast break. Card left side. Open shooter Martinson. 3 on the way. Good. That is 9 threes in the game for the Grovers. They are back on top by 10, 45-35. Hurlburt at the other end. Gus Hurlburt will draw the foul off Noah Swenson. Gus Hurlburt will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Joe Hurlburt looks like he's ready to check into the game.
I was going to say, coach isn't taking any chances after getting up to 10 points, getting a star player back in as soon as possible.
4 free throw attempts in the first half for Enderlin. They were 3 for 4. Hurlburt's shot will not come through. Gus Hurlburt sitting on 9 points right now. Joe Hurlburt will come back in. Joe and Gus both on the court. Stepping out will be Elijah Dixon. Second shot for Gus Hurlburt's good. He's in double figures with 10, 45-36. Oak Grove with the lead on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. They have led since the second quarter. Swenson, 3 on the way, airballed into the hands of Parsons. Parsons will come to Lemna. It is Enderlin's basketball. Under 3 to play in the third quarter. Feed on the near post to Joe Hurlburt. Spins up to shoot over Swenson. Will miss. Swenson gets the rebound. Swenson to Rodriguez. Rodriguez by Bartholomew in the lane. Puts it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Rodriguez gets it. Kicks it to Martinson. Martinson double teamed. Goes to Rodriguez. Now into the corner. And Rodriguez was coming to the corner to settle. I think Oak Grove wanted to slow down their offense a little bit, but it comes out of bounds touched by Bartholomew, and I think that might be in favor of Oak Grove, giving them a chance to figure out what they want to do offensively.
Yeah, they're kind of rushing their shots there. Luckily, Rodriguez came down with the rebound, and then, yeah, we're just trying to waste some more time here. They do hold that 9-point lead. Obviously, still a lot of basketball left to be here to be played. We have a whole nother quarter, but a smart move and probably in favor, like you said, going out of bounds will allow them to set things up.
Swenson drives to the lane, hesitation up to shoot, and is fouled. Carson Bartholomew called for his team's first foul of the half, just their second foul of the game. That will put Noah Swenson to the line. He'll get 2 shots.
When we talk about Oak Grove, everybody's been having the hot hand as of late, and somebody who normally has the hot hand for Oak Grove is Noah Swenson, but he struggled a little bit here, but he has seen the matchups of both Hurlburts, that size differential really being a big factor in this one.
Yeah, Swenson averaging 15 a game, just under 16, had 23 yesterday, hits his second free throw for his 7th. He has contributed in other ways for this team, but yeah, he has not been the offensive catalyst in this contest right now like he has been most of the season. 47-36, Oak Grove leads Enderlin. Bartholomew to the rim, to Hurlburt. Joe Herbert will miss his shot, gets his rebound. He finishes it. Joe Herbert's 14th of the game, 47-38 the score, under 2 to play in the third quarter. And we'll have a quick turnaround. We'll name our players of the game and then get you set up for Central Cass and Kindred. That is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com. Swenson up to drive, stops. We'll go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the near wing. Drives, kicks to the corner, 3, grazes the net for Saunders into the hands of Hurlbert. That is Gus to Joe. Joe Hurlbert handles the ball on the far sideline. Just over 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. 3 on the way. Deep 3 for Parsons, off the mark. Rebound to the Grovers. They have rebounded well in this game, too. As a 3 from the corner, that one will miss. That was Josiah Dietz with the 3. Joe Hurlbert. I almost said Gus. Joe Hurlbert gets the rebound. Joe Hurlbert pulls up for 3, will miss. Rebound comes to Ian Saunders. Saunders between the circle, drops back to the NDSU logo. Just over a minute to play in the third quarter. Oak Grove with a nice lead, 47-38. They have Enderlin, the number 3 team in the state, number 1 team in the region, at their heels. Rodriguez gets his screen up for 3, hits off the iron. Rebound out of bounds. Was it Dixon or was it Saunders? They're going to say Dixon, last to get hands on the basketball. In for the Grovers will be Scott Baining. In for Enderlin, Dawson Lemna. 46.3 left in the quarter. Baseline left side will be Ian Saunders, the 5'10 junior.
And a big thing there on the shot, they get a fresh 35 now. Does Oak Grove, they can go quick. They're going to 2 for 1, but it looks like they're going to slow things down here.
Man, I think they're kind of playing the odds of time management as well as this is just how their offense functions when it needs to. You know, Enderlin challenged Oak Grove to play run and gun basketball, and Oak Grove has answered the call, and now they're controlling the tempo. Rodriguez to drive, is able to feed to Baining, back into the hands of Dietz, now to Rodriguez. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Rodriguez to drive, will lose the dribble, and I think he's going to be fouled. Dixon will be called for the foul. A little bit of frustration coming from Elijah Dixon, the junior.
Surprisingly, only the second foul, though, of the quarter there for the Eagles, but not one you want to have because now that'll allow Oak Grove to take the last shot of the quarter. Well,
inbound comes out of the basket. Cardwell missed the hook shot, gets his rebound. Hesitation blocked by Hurlbert. Dixon with the ball. Dixon will lead the charge from the post, lays it in. Elijah Dixon, a man on a mission, gets his team 2 more. They trail 47-40 as the third quarter is in the books. Oak Grove leads by 7 on the Patriot Field scoreboard. It is Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Broadcasting class, we like to help the students get comfortable interviewing people, discussing issues with people. And we also like to make them comfortable with the technical aspects of it. Nice to have Polar's funding to help us do this, but then also, having that foundation of Polar, so giving us that outlet to actually broadcast it. They really want to watch that cable channel, and then the kids that see the cable channel, their friends and classmates, they comment on it. And it makes them feel really good about themselves.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
One of these teams will have their season end when that 8 minutes hits 0. We're back for the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us, Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson. Region 1 semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. Oak Grove, the number 4 seed, leads Enderlin, the number 1 seed, 47-40. Will be the Grovers basketball handled by Rodriguez. Rodriguez will come to the left wing, finds Saunders. Saunders to Dietz, hits the jumper. Josiah Dietz, he's got 4 in the game. It is 49-40.
And that's Josiah Dietz's game right there. Pick and pop, lining up the shot right away and getting it down.
Hurlbert was corralled to the baseline, turns it over. Here comes Rodriguez, tosses up the shot, but is fouled by Bartholome. Bartholome's second, team's third of the half. It has been a team effort all around for Oak Grove as they're trying to pull the upset here in the semifinals. They have answered everything Enderlin has brought their way. There was a stretch in the second quarter. Enderlin had scored 5 straight points in the second quarter, and it looked like maybe Enderlin would begin to pile on the points. A very talented Eagles team right now, and Oak Grove answered back and weathered the storm as Rodriguez misses the first free throw. We were tied 7 times in the first half. We ended the first quarter, was tied at 18. Then it was 35-29 going into the half in favor of Oak Grove. Rodriguez, the man at the free throw line, hit a half-court shot as he misses his second free throw. Rebound to Gus Hurlburt. It is Enderlin's basketball. 7:27 and counting to go in the game. Dixon to the rim! Hits 2. Dixon, 6th this half, 7th in the game, and that is something that Oak Grove's going to have to watch out for. I think Eliza Dixon has been woken up here in this quarter.
Absolutely. You just see the speed from him. He can just outrun anybody on the court, and if he can get that layup up and good, watch out here for Enderlin.
If he becomes a focal point, that could open up a lot of things for the Eagles. As Rodriguez looking for a screen, guarded on the switch by Lemna, and a timeout taken by Coach Card. 7:01 to go in this one, 49-42. Oak Grove leads Enderlin. We'll be back with Region 1 basketball on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local planter experts. Tune up, add up. The math is simple. Every additional percentage of meter accuracy adds a bushel or 2 more per acre. While they should run at 98% or better, many do not. That's why no matter who made them, no matter their type, every meter should be calibrated every year. Keep your meters in top-notch shape. Call RDK at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter maintenance today.
Welcome back to the Region 1 semifinals on yourliveevent.com. On the Patriot Fuel scoreboard, it is Oak Grove 49, Enderlin 42. Eagles were upset last year in the playoffs against a tri-state team. Trying to avoid an upset here from Oak Grove. So if you've watched Oak Grove this season, they had a great final month of the season. As did Enderlin, too. Enderlin's only lost 3 games this year, 1 in region, but these teams played to a 4-point game that was in favor of Enderlin just under a month ago at Oak Grove. Our fourth quarter will resume. Ball in the hands of Ian Saunders. Saunders on the drive to the corner, open shooter, 3 is in for Mason Martinson. That is Martinson's third 3 of the game. Martinson has 11.
The threes had stopped raining for a little bit for Oak Grove as a foul was called, but cutting right back into action there is Martinson, and a big-time three-pointer to bring it up to 10 points here for the Oak Grovers.
That is 10 threes in this game for Oak Grove. Last time out against Enderlin, they hit 11. Ball inbounded to Hurlburt. Joe Hurlburt will find Lemna inside. Bartholomew drives, shoots, and is fouled. Josiah Dietz is called for his third. That is a player Coach Card does not want to lose. One of his key bench players is called for his third foul, and that puts Carson Bartholomew to the line to hit 2. Bartholomew, 4 points tonight, averaging 13 points a game. Make that 10 points a game. Can't come away with the first shot as it's 52-42. Second is in, 52-43 the score. 6.5 to play. We are in the fourth quarter. Winner plays the winner of Central Cass and Kindred Thursday night, 7 o'clock. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. Martinson near wing to the free throw line. Stops, comes back for help. We'll go to Dietz. Dietz on the near wing to the near post to Swenson. Shot for Swenson off the iron. Rebound, Joe Hurlburt. Hurlburt will come to Lemna. Lemna in the lane over Swenson. Deflected by Swenson. Hurlburt had the rebound. That was Gus Hurlburt. Will be fouled by Ian Saunders. Saunders first, team's fourth. Oak Grove really needs to start watching those fouls right now. We have 6:02 left. They have 4 fouls, 3 left to give before they start giving shots to Enderlin.
Yeah, they're up 9, but if they keep falling, they could very quickly dwindle down to those 3-4 points, and then that's when Enderlin will get dangerous.
Dixon lost the dribble. Joe Hurlburt picked it up, started the dribble, came off his foot, and goes out of bounds. Oak Grove's basketball. The Grovers 13-8 this year. Enderlin 18-3. It's been a gauntlet of a schedule for Enderlin. Coach Kraft talking about in the pregame. He said they've seen just about everything they've needed to do this season as Dietz from the corner for 2. That is 6 for Josiah Dietz, 54-43, 11-point lead for Oak Grove. 5.5 to play. Hurlburt contested 3 from the corner off the iron. Rebound swatted away by Swenson, picked up by Saunders. Saunders will feed to Swenson. Swenson back to Saunders, up court to the hands of Dietz. To the corner, Ashe drives, and one for Connor Ashe. The senior has 17 points in the game, gets the and one, 56-43. 13 points is the largest lead for Oak Grove. Here comes the three-point play attempt for Ashe. He'll complete it. 57-43, a 14-point lead for the Grovers on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Here comes Dixon, drives, misses the shot. With one shoe, Dixon misses the shot as the rebound in the hands of Saunders. Open shooter right side, 3 off the mark for Martinson. Rebound, Bartholomew will feed to Gus Hurlburt, and he flushes it in.
Big time throwdown from the big man. Love to see it here in Class B basketball.
57-45, the lead for Oak Grove. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside. It's Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. GJRAngus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Enderlin, Oak Grove, Region 1 semifinals. Oak Grove 57, Enderlin 45. Hurlburt, the big jam before that timeout was taken. Enderlin's going to need a team that's going to have to play from behind here in this quarter. They have not held a lead since back in the first quarter. Back in the first half.
And hopefully that'll get them going there. I mean, Dunk's obviously a big lifting up in momentum, or in just really, momentum for Enderlin, so hopefully that'll get them going. And just those last couple possessions, though, for Enderlin, before that dunk, just they went really quickly, just didn't get good looks, and that was why they kept missing, because they just went too quick, trying to trim that lead down as fast as possible.
Turnover by the Grovers, a rare turnover tonight. Dixon almost had it knocked away. Dixon, top of the key, will come right side to Lemna for 3, off the iron. Long rebound comes to Dixon. Dixon drives, nice feed to the corner. Let's see if Hurlburt can finish with 3. He does. Big 3 for Joe Hurlburt, 57-48 the score. Enderlin trying to claw themselves back into this game under 4.5 to go, and Oak Grove for the first time since the first half are at their heels. A 3 at the other end is in for Ian Saunders. Saunders hadn't scored all game. He picks the right moment as it's 60-48.
I'll say that is the right time to make a shot here. 12-point lead now, coming down halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
Dixon left open in the corner, up for 3. That will miss. Rebound Hurlburt, shot left elbow. That is in and out for Joe Hurlburt, and a foul called on the rebound attempt, and I believe that will be on Gus. Yeah, Gus Hurlburt called for his first. 4 fouls this half, make that 5 fouls this half for Enderlin. Rodriguez will come back out on the court. Ian Saunders will check out. If Saunders does one thing tonight on the scorebook, and that is hit that 3, that will be big as they lead 60-48. We were tied 7 times in the first half. Oak Grove went to the locker room leading as a NBA 3 on the way. Oh! Goodness, Mason Martinson.
And all he can do afterwards is just shrug. They're just feeling it. Oak Grove getting it done here tonight.
And 2 will get back at the other end for Hurlburt. 63-50 the score on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. We'll step aside. It's Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Right away when I first stepped onto the NDSCS campus, no matter your age, background, anything, everyone there is supportive of you. You have support from the day you start. My name is Nicole, and I'm here for my future.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
Did
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
63-50, Oak Grove leads Enderlin. That is the Region 1 semifinals on yourliveevent.com. Winner will play the winner of Central Cass Kindred Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll also have that game, both of those games here for yourliveevent.com. And Oak Grove's going to have to take a timeout as Swenson able to advance to the basketball. It'll be a timeout on the court. It'll be a short one. We'll stay right here. Jacob Tenson with me on the broadcast tonight. And again, Enderlin has played well. They had a stretch there where they just couldn't hit shots. They were teeing up open shots, couldn't put them in. But they started getting some momentum, and credit Elijah Dixon for being that spark plug. But Oak Grove has answered back.
And it's all been about the three balls. You live and die by the three balls, and they are living and making a profit off of it here tonight. Our Oak Grove just cashing in from the three-point line. Martinson has 4. Ashley has a bunch as well. Just tremendous shooting here from the Grovers is the big reason why they hold this 13-point lead.
11 threes made in the game for Oak Grove. That has matched the number when they played to a 4-point loss to Enderlin back at home just under a month ago. 3:31 left to play. Swenson baseline, inbounds to Rodriguez. Rodriguez far sideline. Hurlbert will close in on him. Will come to Swenson. We're going to get a foul called on Joe Hurlbert, his first, team 6. Enderlin has 1 timeout left. And there's 3:27 to play. They trail by 13, so they're playing a little bit of that clock game early as the ball is inbounded to Martinson. Martinson hucks the pass to Dietz. Dietz drives the baseline off the glass, will miss. Rebound batted around by Swenson. Comes up in the hands of Joe Hurlbert. Hurlbert from the baseline will go to Elijah Dixon. Dixon across half court will settle on the wing. Feeds a pass back to Joe Hurlbert. Joe Hurlbert up for 3. Gets it. Made it look easy.
Just so smooth. Just gets it up and good. Does Joe Hurlbert, trimming it down to 10. A much-needed three-pointer there for the Eagles.
Dietz, right of the lane, up for 2. That will miss. Rebound was tipped by Rodriguez into the hands of Ashley. We're going to see a foul call, though, come against the Enderlin Eagles. And now in the bonus right now is Oak Grove.
That was actually a foul against Rodriguez on the over the back call.
So Rodriguez will be called for the foul. The scoreboard here put it on Enderlin, but it will be on Oak Grove as driving Dixon misses the layup. Battle in the lane for the ball. Parsons was tied up with Connor Ashley, and we will get a held ball. 2:41 to go. Oak Grove trying to make it to the Region 1 championship game. Rodriguez will check out of the game. Ian Saunders will come in. Saunders had a momentum-killing 3 in this quarter. His only point so far of the game, as I mentioned, those were a big 3 because Enderlin was starting to gain some momentum. Hurlbert into the hands of Parsons. Deep 3 off the backboard. Rebound in the lane. Joe Hurlbert. Nice feed. Parsons will miss the layup. Rebound comes to Mason Martinson. Martinson to Swenson. Swenson a feed to Dietz, and he will be fouled. Parsons called for his second, team 7. So now bonus time right now for the Grovers and a chance to really pull themselves away, leading by 10. Josiah Dietz to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
And last game they made a living from the free throw line. Mostly it was all Noah Swenson in their last game, going 11 of 11 from the free throw line. So they were perfect yesterday at the free throw line, but missing that one there.
Dietz will miss the shot. Hurlbert will get the rebound. Joe Hurlbert gets the feed from Gus. Joe Hurlbert top of the key. 3 off the iron. Rebound Swenson. Time not on the side of Enderlin right now. Dawson Lemna reached it on the hands of Swenson. He looked at the official. Thumbs up. He goes, hey, jump ball. He really wanted that one, but it will be a foul. Foul number 8 against the Enderlin Eagles. And a 1-and-1 coming for Noah Swenson. Swenson with 7 in the game, just about the halfway of his average of 15 a game. Cody Card, who's not seen a lot of action this quarter, will come back in, has not seen action for a stretch here this quarter, will come back into the game. Swenson's first free throw on the way, good. 64-53, the lead for Oak Grove.
In the pregame show, Coach Card talked about having to play a perfect game here to get the win over Enderlin. I say they've played a very, very much near-perfect game.
Swenson misses the second free throw, an 11-point lead for the Grovers as we get to near 2 minutes to go. 3 on the way. Good for Joe Hurlburt, his third made 3. And Enderlin's going to take a timeout. 64-56 the score, 2:04 to go. Timeout on the court. We'll be back. It's Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Inc. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the season for one of these two teams, and right now it's looking like it's Oak Grove who will keep their season alive. 64-56, they lead Enderlin. Back here on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard, Region 1 semifinals. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson out here at the shack. Martinson at the baseline. Martinson will inbound, is able to find Saunders. Back to Martinson. Enderlin's out of timeouts. They're going to be fouling here with under 2 minutes to play. To Dietz, to Swenson. And a foul call comes against Dawson Lemna, his third. This is a situation, JT, the score is not an indication that how close this game was at times. Enderlin, there was a stretch there this second half where they were getting open shots. They were running plays to perfection. What was the difference? They couldn't get the ball in the hole.
You look back to that three-point shot, that deep three-pointer near half court from Trayvon Rodriguez at right before the half. Just really brought all sorts of momentum in that third quarter as well.
Deep three misses for Hurlburt. Rebound comes into the hands of Saunders. Saunders will draw the foul. Ian Saunders, the junior, he has played well tonight. It's been a team effort from Oak Grove. But Enderlin just, at the time, we did some numbers, and we figured maybe 2-3 more percentage points from the field, maybe just 3 more made shots would have swayed the momentum of that game, but Enderlin was just not hitting those shots.
I was going to say, I can think of 3 layups that were very, very makeable layups that were just left a little too strong or left a little too short there by the Enderlin Eagles. And if you give those 6 points back, we have a 2-point ball game, and they wouldn't have to be following this much.
Saunders hits the first free throw. It's in the double bonus. Second one. That one is brought off the boards by Hurlburt. 90 seconds to play. Deep pass to the corner intended for Bartholomew will come out of bounds. Enderlin was upset in the playoffs last year by Tri-State, and unless they can figure out some threes right now with 90 seconds left, it'll be back-to-back years that they were anticipated to be playing for a Region 1 championship. Instead, they'll have to end their season early. 94 seconds to go in the game. Inbound attempt to Swenson, knocked out by Dixon. Elijah Dixon has played exceptionally well, I think, today. He doesn't necessarily have the points to show that, though. Points maybe not the statistic that he contributes most to on this team, but there's just, again, been those stretches.
And he's played really good defense on Trayvon Rodriguez for a good majority of this game as well. So he's been getting it done, like you said, just not on the scoreboard, but just all around has had a nice game for the Eagles.
Dixon will be called for his second personal, double bonus time. 2 free throws coming for Mason Martinson. Stay tuned after our broadcast. We'll name some players of the game, and then we'll get you ready for our next matchup, which will come your way quick as the first free throw will miss for Mason Martinson. I tell you what, Coach Card, they will celebrate this win, but Coach Card will talk to his team afterwards about some of these free throw opportunities they're missing, because they're going to need them down the stretch here for the region championship game. As the second free throw, that is in for Mason Martinson. Martinson 16, make that 15 in the game. 65-56 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard lead for the Enderlin Eagles. Dixon up to drive to the corner, finds Lemna for 3, hits it.
The Eagles aren't going away. They're sticking right in this one. Now just a 6-point ball game. Missed free throws by Oak Grove is what's keeping them in it right now.
And getting fouled is Rodriguez at half court. Again, if Oak Grove comes away with the win here, the discussion will be on free throws. You just know Coach Card will have that at his conversation. 2-possession game, 1:01 left to go. These are some big shots right now. First one misses for Rodriguez. You can see Coach Kraft talking to his team about what to do should Rodriguez miss the second shot. Trayvon's second good. 66-59, timeout, Coach Card. Timeout for the Oak Grove. Grovers lead 66-59, 1:01 left to play, fourth quarter of the Region 1 semifinals. This is Playoff Basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
.101 left in the fourth quarter. Oak Grove leads by 7, 66-59 against Enderlin. Dixon up court, loses the dribble out of bounds. That is the Grovers basketball.
And that one might just do it right there for them. A 3-possession game. They needed a bucket there on that one. Just an unforced error there by Elijah Dixon. Just unfortunate there if you're an Eagles fan.
Ashe will put it in bounds to Rodriguez, who is fouled by Lemna. Lemna, Parsons, the seniors, the two seniors that have seen the court in this game for Enderlin, trying to keep their seasons alive. Edge Cole, Lane McCleary, also some seniors on this roster. Free throw shooting in this fourth quarter has not been exceptionally well for Oak Grove. But two here will make it a 3-possession game as Rodriguez misses the first. Cody Card will come back out on the court.
If it weren't for all these missed free throws, it could be easily like a 15-point ball game, and this one would be all but done, but the missed free throws keeping Enderlin in it.
Second free throw missed. Rebound to Joe Hurlbert. Hurlbert across the timeline. Nice move. Steps up for three. Won't get it. Rebound comes to the corner. Picked up by Martinson, and he's going to be fouled. Lemna will be called for his fourth. 66-59, our score.
Actually, Lemna's fifth foul, so that'll be it for him.
I missed one on Dawson Lemna. The senior has fouled out of the game with 42.8 seconds left to a standing ovation from the Enderlin faithful. Mason Martinson will hit his first free throw, 67-59 the score. Next one for Martinson, that's good, he hits both. 68-59, 40 seconds left. Elijah Dixon up court, and Dixon will draw a foul. Foul on Rodriguez. And Rodriguez and Dixon have had some good one-on-one matchups. The two guards, similar build, similar style of play, with similar speed. And now we'll get a timeout again from Coach Card. 38.4 left to go, 68-59. Oak Grove leads Enderlin. Region 1 semifinals will return on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
38.4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Enderlin trails Oak Grove 68-59. Grovers have played well in this contest, and Enderlin has just had a few miscues, a big stretch of miscues really in that third quarter that have helped the Grovers try to pull this upset. Gus Hurlberts will feed to Joe Hurlberts into the hands of Bartholomew. Hesitation to shoot will come to Gus Hurlbert. 3 on the way, off the iron. Dixon the rebound, shovels a pass back to Bartholomew. Bartholomew for 3, that will miss. Rebound Rodriguez, 17 seconds to go. Swenson with the basketball, and a foul will come for Joe Hurlbert. Grovers fans on their feet. They're feeling it right now. 68-59 the score. Martinson to the free throw line.
Just what a performance here from Oak Grove, especially from the three-point line. Getting it done, pulling off the upset here. Welcome to March.
Martinson hits the first one, 69-59, a 10-point advantage for the Grovers. Next one good. Martinson makes it 70-59, 14 seconds left to go. Enderlin handling the basketball. Dixon pulls up for the shot. That one will miss. Rebound Rodriguez. And the Grover is going to let this one get to 0. Oak Grove is on to the Region 1 championship game. They upend the number 3 team in the state. Your final score on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard: Oak Grove 70, Enderlin 59. Postgame show coming up next.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
If you are looking to update your home, stop in and talk with the crew at Castleton Lumber. They have everything you'll need to get the look you'll love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. Building new or adding on, Castleton Lumber can help with that too. They'll draft up the plans and help you choose the right products and features to make your house a home you and your family will enjoy for years to come. Stop in to Castleton Lumber today or call 701-347-4471.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Dick Hitch Farms of Ada, Minnesota will be holding their annual bull and female sale March 27th at 1:30 p.m. To request your catalog today, go to www.dakitchfarm.com. That is DAKITCH farms.com. 53 yearling Angus and Polled Hereford bulls, along with 1 elite Hereford herd sire and 6 open fancy Angus heifer calves.
With 62 years of experience, the annual Dakitch Farms bull and female sale, March 27th, 1:30 p.m. Go online, dakitchfarms.com.
And welcome to our post-game show. Big win for the Grovers. They defeat Enderlin to move on to the Region 1 championship. Oak Grove wins by a final of 70-59. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tempson alongside me, and we're going to have to get it quick as we get you ready for our next game. But Oak Grove, I mean, they made it rain. 12 threes. Everyone had the hot hand. Enderlin played well in stretches. They ran their plays, couldn't finish, and Oak Grove made some great adjustments to get the win, their 14th win of the season. Enderlin, by the way, ends their year 18-4. But Oak Grove needed a near-perfect game, and I think they got that.
The only flaw you could see for them was down the stretch, those missed free throws. But obviously, the lead was big enough thanks to those three-pointers in that just well-executed second half there by them. Just Oak Grove having a great second half, getting it done. And, yeah, that second half just really the big reason for that win. But like you said, a perfect game except for those free throws. But you can't be too disappointed because it came away with a big win against a very good Enderlin Eagles team.
Oak Grove led in scoring by Connor Ashe with 20, Mason Martinson with 19, Noah Swenson with 10, Trayvon Rodriguez and Cody Card with 6 apiece, 3 for Ian Saunders, Josiah Dietz with 6. For the Enderlin Eagles, who end their season 18-4, it was Joe Hurlbert with 23 points, Gus Hurlbert with 13, Elijah Dixon with 7. Dixon had a good second half trying to will his team back into it. Carson Bartholomew with 5. Dawson Lemna, the senior who fouled out with 42.8 seconds left, finished with 8 in the game. We got some awards to name here before we get you set up for our second game. We'll go with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And this one, we had some discussions in the break. Connor Ashe, who was had a team-high 23 points for Oak Grove, he was the Energy Player of the Game. Because he hit 3 threes in the first quarter, 4 threes in the first half, 5 threes in the game. I mean, he set the tone, Connor Ashe did. He was draining some NBA-style threes, and I think he was the Energy Player of the game.
So he got open looks, and he made them pay getting those open looks. He hit 2 3-pointers earlier in their first-round game against the Northern Cass Jaguars. Just a big energy player, normally only averages 6 points per game, but just a tremendous performance from him.
So he will be our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keep everyone safe is Enbridge top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we all want everyone to come home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line.us. Looking at our now RDK Enterprise Player of the Game, and it was a toss-up between Ashe and Martinson. Ashe, our difference maker, we're going to give him the Energy Player of the Game. Martinson with 19 points. He will be the Player of the Game as he played well. And if you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their location in Hillsboro and Drayton to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. So our Player of the Game will go to Mason Martinson. Energy Player of the Game will go to Connor Ashe. Where our final score again in the Region 1 semifinals, Oak Grove 70, Enderlin 59. Oak Grove will play in the semis against the winner of our next game, and that will be against Kindred and Central Cass. We'll have that coming up here shortly. But again, our final score on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard in semifinal number 1, Oak Grove 70, Enderlin 59. You've been watching Region 1 basketball on YourLiveEvents.com.